Hello, welcome to our launch for our Web3 workshops. Very happy to have some guests today, and we're going to be going over our initiative to onboard end users and small and medium businesses to Cardano. So I already have Human here from our partner Gimbal Labs.
Hi.
Nice to have you here. And we have Aomi as well. And Jethro. Hi, guys.
What's going on? Oh,
Hello.
man, it's so good to be here.
Good to be here.
Hi.
Cool. Jethro, all good there? I think he's probably not able to speak at the moment. That's
He's got some background noise. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So I'm just gonna start sharing my screen as well. And so just to contextualize the viewers, I'm representing 45B, which is an organization that helps onboard users to Cardano, the blockchain, and to the Web3 system and ecosystem overall. We're going to be going over this in a moment, but I think for now, let me just leave everyone on stage. I think you can still speak if you need to, right, Newman? Can you
Yeah,
confirm?
I'm here.
Okay, I'm just getting used to, there we go, this is better. You can see everyone. Cool. So yeah, let's dive right into what is Web3 and how does it relate to blockchain and all that, right? So the simplest way I can sketch it up today is a bit like you're seeing here. There's, for example, Bitcoin, which is the first blockchain and the first asset, digital asset that came up a few years ago. Like I said, that uses the technology of blockchain to record the transactions, and the asset, let's say, is recorded in a blockchain for Bitcoin. And out of that, you have a number of stuff that has sprung out. And so the way we like to represent things is a bit like we want to trail this path. You need some of this as well, but so let's go over these for a moment. Blockchain, allowing the digital matter that is Bitcoin, also started allowing other twin, or let's say variations. And there's one called Cardano where we are focused on. So we know the technology, we know the applications in there. Some of them are also in common with the crypto side of blockchain and of those ecosystems. But yeah, the difference that we're going to be going over in the workshops that we are promoting here today is that we're this side of the thread, let's say, leads to real world use cases with real world utility. On this side, often you get like, I don't know, fool's gold, I think is the expression, right, Newman? So yeah, we try also to focus on the real world use cases, like I was saying. So digital books, digital music, digital real estate, ownership titles, something like that, and not so much on the decentralized DeFi is the common term, so decentralized finance. You may want to use these kinds of things, but we consider them to be like banks, and you don't spend your life in a bank. Like the whole of the web, if you're thinking of transitioning from Web 2 to Web 3, the Web 2 is not just banks. So crypto and Web 3 shouldn't be just finance tooling and finance schemes, let's say. So this is one of the main images that I wanted to start with. And we have like a number of different resources that we want to take you over in our Web3 workshops. Yeah, let's just flash these images for now to start showing you the bearings there. So I think now is a good time to go a bit more into detail about what is 45B. So it's our startup, our venture, our way of working within Cardano. And you can see already here, there's a flyer and a no more link for our Web3 workshops. But I wanted to just mention that at 45B, we work organizing events for Cardano, local events. We also have a batch or a bouquet of severally diversely skilled professionals. And so, yeah, we usually resort to a number of people to do different things. And yeah, that's basically what I can say. In the end, I'm going to drop you a bit more, some links of how you can connect with us and explore a bit more what we do. So after that, I wanted to zoom out of this image here to show you a bit. So what's this Web3 workshops thing that you're talking about? This is, it has a number of content in Portuguese because it was a Portuguese cohort for the previous for the previous batch of learners that we took through this. But as you can see, there's a number of concepts that we've learned from top to bottom. And then there's a number of quadrants and different resources that we've started structuring. So what we're going to be doing in the next cohort of these workshops is to rebuild most of this in English and to tailor it to what needs our new learners have. So one section of this board for the past cohort has here these groups of stickies where we have Hugo and Fabio and Manuel and Anselmo. They all did their kind of projects on the live calls that we were doing in the previous batch. So the main goal of today's live session is to challenge you to know more about this, and you can come to 45b.io, scroll down here and click know more to sign up in this page. And now coming back here, I wanted to, maybe it's a good point now that I've given the quick introduction to the Web3 course, maybe we can touch a bit on who are our partners. We have Newman on the call representing Gimbal Labs. And like I said, we are mostly focused on the non-technical side, end user focused. And I'm going to pass the ball to Newman to say a bit more about Gimbal Labs.
Yeah, for sure. And I also want to mention Aomi and Jethro that are also Gimbal Labs members, and then this idea of the non-technical focus. So Gimbal Labs is a technical focused area. We in crypto in blockchain years. This is our 6th year. We were founded way back when, early on in Cardano, and a thing called Project Catalyst, which is the innovation fund for the Cardano network. You can kind of think of us as a school. You can kind of think of us as a decentralized learner network. But generally what we do is have meetings weekly, and you can see here on this is our website, and you can find our calendar here. You can see our posts. We post on X. If you really want to get down into it, our GitHub is a great way to see and track what all of our members are doing. The meetings that are going on right now are Aiken and Mesh, which are the builder focused, the solution for the problems that come up. And I think based on this is that we really want to have outreach to those real world use cases, and sort of understand these problems. It's a continuous cycle, and we iterate, trying to figure out what problems need to be solved, and then how to solve them with the tools that we have. And if we don't have the tools, we build those tools. One final thing before I ask Jethro and Aomi to jump in and see if they have anything to add. you know, I love this idea of the difference between Web3 and blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. I'm a web guy. So I came online in the 90s, and I'm kind of understanding the web as a progression, and blockchain gives the web some real needed things. And that's where I like to spend my focus. And that on the right side of the screen there, the crypto, and it's the Ponzi schemes and the scams. And unfortunately, this is something that we have to get around as a community. And so I feel like that's a great thing that we could do here. Now, yeah, does that feel like an intro to me and to Gimbal Labs?
For me, that's fine. I'm not sure if Jethro and Naomi want to add something about their experience in Gimbal Labs. And again, welcome to them as learners in our Web3 session of Web3 workshops.
Yeah, I could just introduce myself. Projects I've worked on with Gimbal Labs and all. So I'm Jethro. I'm a UX designer. A creative. I worked on some projects with Gimbal Labs and Gimbal Labs PBL video course. I was the editor of the videos. I helped them add the videos. I edited them and added subtitles to the videos. I also worked on other projects with Emmanuel. We started block prints here in Lagos, Nigeria. So we started a blog print, a group of developers. The project was funded by Gimbal Labs, so we really appreciate Gimbal Labs for that. So it is a program for developers, and I hope to continue that in the following years. So I'm just here to learn, here to have fun, and explore more opportunities here. Thank you.
Yes.
Great stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate everyone here.
Naomi, do you want to share a bit about your experience in Gimbal Labs, in Web3 maybe in general?
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone. My name is Ayomi, and I am from Lagos, Nigeria. I am kind of new to the whole Web3 thing, I guess, and maybe everybody is still early. I started exploring Web3 in 2024, and then I fell in love with the technologies that comes with it. So I decided to explore and understand better, and I realized that Web3 is not just for the tech guys; it's also for we that are non-tech. So you can actually, as a non-tech person, you can actually explore it, and also the opportunities for you as well. And in Gimbal Labs, I've been able to worked with some great minds to, collaborate on some things together. And yeah, I'm still learning and I want to know more. Thank you.
Great stuff. I hope that 45B helps complement a bit and share a bit of more real world use cases, a bit less development, but also networking within the ecosystem. We also have a side that relates a lot with governance. So I've worked in the open source committee of Intersect, and we've just recently at 45B started sessions about governance and others about design of applications. So maybe you can find interest and utility in those calls as well. Zooming out and coming back to the context of this series of workshops that we are promoting, I just wanted to mention that I think we have a diagram here that illustrates it really nicely. So this board all has to do with the diversity of stuff that 45B does. And so the key pillars are the education, the management support, and building on Cardano, where we can route things to you and act as product managers for your tools. But before we get there, why do we keep saying that we can aim this at any line of business, at any professional profile that you may have? The thing is, in that diagram that I was showing before, where you have blockchain as a basis for registering information, that technology can be useful for many different industries in different ways. You don't have to have a degree in blockchain to be impacted by it. It's a bit like AI currently. So if you are working in any of these or other industries, these points here, these bullet points, are ways in which recording things on a blockchain could benefit your business. It could decentralize the data storage of things, and it could make your current use cases, your current products, have different features or distinguishing features from competitors. For example, one of the ones that we're going to be mentioning in future live sessions like this one is the way to publish your accounting statements instead of just submitting them to the government. If you are an organization that needs to report your public finance, you can record that on the blockchain and share a link to that on a public statement fashion, rather than just telling people, here's our information that we've been keeping in our database. So as you are recording the facts, you can publish them, and it's not on your website that you control, it's on a blockchain that is tamper-proof. So if, for example, you have a wine production or something like that, and you need to declare all the treatments that you've been doing while producing the wine, you can persist that on the blockchain, and that way your peers know, your auditors or any third party that you need to articulate with can know that that information was recorded and has not been tampered with since it was recorded. So this is just a way to I hope, broaden the scope and explain to potential learners for our sessions how any industry could be impacted by this. And I hope that you find it interesting. We have other things we could go over, but we're going to save that for future sessions. So like, what are the different types of things that happen in Web3, different types of applications. And yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. So I'm not sure if anyone else, if you agree with what I was just explaining, or if I can move on, guys. Anyone? Jump in.
Yeah, I love remembering those use cases. And while you were going over it, I was like, oh, right. For instance, decentralized ID, verifying, your identification. This is something that the web has always, needed, and that this new technology gives us better identification. And I kind of have lost touch with that as I've got nose to the grindstone, learning how to do all of the solutions. And now I'm like, oh, now I need to remember the problem. Ayomi and Jethro, did that sort of did you sort of resonate with these different use cases? I'm curious as to what use case you're focused on.
So for me, I would think the aspect of the finance, I think the Web3 finance system, the infrastructures and everything. I know it's still upcoming. It's not yet as big as the Web2 one is, but I think there's still need for improvement, and with time, it's going to catch up here.
Naomi, any input there?
No.
I'm not sure if Ayomi can hear us. I was asking if you have any input on that topic, Ayomi. Like any kind of use cases, what do you feel Web3 can be more used for?
Okay. In the aspect of governance, yes, healthcare, I guess, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is a nice point to mention. We have CGov now, right, on Cardano. So I'm just going to flash here for anyone listening to us or watching our stream. There's one thing interesting about Cardano. So like I was explaining here, it derives technologically from Bitcoin, but where Bitcoin is something that's completely without government, without anyone to rule it, Cardano has taken a different approach where it is trying to establish ways of voting using the blockchain itself. As you are holding some tokens, some ADA, which is a native currency on Cardano, you can use them to direct the future, to decide to govern the ecosystem. So we have constantly governance actions like the ones on screen, and you can say, okay, this is our vision for the ecosystem, or this is a project that is asking for support from the ecosystem, from the blockchain. In this case, for example, this one was voted no. These ones are being voted mostly in the green. So yeah, I think it's a nice point that you mentioned, Naomi, because there's so much that can be said about the governance of Cardano, right? One thing that I also think this relates with, in terms of coming back to use cases, is what we're seeing in the real world currently as prediction markets. And if you look at them, you listen, even that they can be replacements for public surveys, in terms of going to the ballot and vote on something, or any kind of indication. And you listen to all that about prediction markets as a tool for people to use, but you rarely see anyone mentioning that it's all enabled by blockchains. It's enabled by the decentralization as well of those registry of all those bets or intentions that are being expressed there. So yeah, it's something that, like I said, this board is more about what does 45B do, and this other board is what we've been doing with the previous cohort. So it's a lot of those kinds of things that we're going to be covering on our session. So almost every session I started with news of the day, or with some kind of extension of the knowledge that we have seen so far. And there's a lot of parallel resources as well, even books or other documentaries that you can explore on your own time. So I think that was a nice wrap up for today's session. I'm not sure if you guys want to add anything else, but I'm just going to bring our links, our link tree into the screen. And I'm going to just pass the microphone around for closing remarks.
Yeah, thank you. I actually, one of the things, just mentioning that library of resources, I think that when people get together and share as they learn and learn together, it's just so much better thing. And from what I understand, that you'll have weekly meetings like this, and then it'll go over a series of weeks, I think.
Yeah. So for now, we're doing these kinds of sessions to bring this call out to Facebook, to LinkedIn, and we're going to be trying to get to Instagram as well. So for the coming weeks, we're going to be doing 1 or 2 of these sessions per week. This one is in English, but we're probably going to do them as well in Portuguese. The first cohort, like I was showing you, was done in Portuguese. And was mostly local, like Portuguese from Portugal and people from Portugal. Now, with this outreach effort that we're doing, we want to get Portuguese-speaking people from the 4 corners of the world. So yeah, for the next few weeks, we're going to be doing these from time to time, as often as we can, actually. And then even in these calls, we're going to start bringing up our wallet. So for example, here is Vesper, which is a wallet that's on my browser. And even on these sessions, we're going to start demoing what does Web3 do and what have we been doing with it. And then eventually on the second section of the course, let's say, we start not doing live calls and doing more like workshops, where we're more like just workshopping between ourselves. There's still a third stage of the course, which is the one that I was illustrating by showing you these things, where for each learner, we get to model one specific concept of application. So in this case, Hugo was doing agricultural tracking of information, and they could conceptualize with us how to create a solution to put it on the blockchain. We have Tara, for example, was doing a puzzle, but that was sponsored, and then the bet was in escrow on the blockchain, that kind of stuff. So yeah, this would be this third stage where we're not going to be streaming to the socials directly, social networks, but I think it's the one that can bring more value to the participants, because it's really about aligning and even networking them into the right peers on Cardano.
I like it, and that's a clear vision of the phases that we're going to go through. That sounds good.
Great stuff. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope that can count on you for future sessions. And meanwhile, anyone that's seeing us, follow the links that I was showing. It's really just links.45b.io. From there, you can see everything. Maybe you can join us on some of these public-facing sessions soon, or just sign up for the more like stage 2 or 3 of the course. The main thing is that we connect and that we get in touch with more people. Okay. Thank you, guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Good night. Thanks, sir.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.